Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and back to another Ride With Me vlog. Oh my goodness, today I'm riding someone who's never been featured on my channel before and who I've never actually ridden before either. So this is a first. He's actually currently in the lesson, so I don't get to tack him up or anything, but we're gonna go see him now. And his name is Bandit.
Hi. Hello. Was he good today?
Yeah, he's great.
Good.
Like
is he smooth?
Horses.
He's not like the lesson horses. Ew, what is that? Yeah. But I'm so excited for his canter. See how smooth he is? See if what everybody says is true. These stirrups are so light. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Look at your beautiful mane. Look at your beautiful mane. Handsome boy. These might be the perfect length for me. Okay.
So everyone who has ridden Bandit before says that he is the smoothest horse that they've ever sat on. And I'm so excited to see what all the fuss is about and to see if he actually is just as smooth as everyone says. Okay, so first impression in the saddle. I actually think his saddle is quite comfy. I thought the lighter stirrups would be kind of weird, but I didn't mind them at all actually. So I personally don't know Bandit that well as I've never had the chance to ride him, but he's almost always in our lessons. So I get to see him and I see a little bit of his personality, and obviously like the other girls talk about him. So one thing about Bandit is he's a very sensitive horse. You need very, very little leg to ride him and he responds really well. And he actually kind of gets pissed off if you put too much leg on him. So that was a little bit of a learning curve for me here. Starting off with the trot, I'm just avoiding, even though Bandit was in the previous lesson, he's all warm, so we would be good to go over the poles. But I want to make sure I'm warm too, so I'm just going to avoid the poles for now. You definitely don't want to start off your lesson going over poles right away as your horses are still getting warm. It could be a little bit tougher on their back. But just going around doing a little bit of warm up. Yeah, first impressions, holy guacamole, this horse is like a cloud. He is so comfortable and so smooth and so responsive, just an absolute dream. Now that we've warmed up a little bit more, I'm gonna start going over the poles and not doing such an interesting obstacle course.
He is the smoothest horse that I've ever ridden.
Honestly, it was such a shock to ride Bandit because I feel like lately I've been riding such bumpy horses. I've been riding Fisher and I've been riding Maple and they are so bumpy, and then to go on Bandit, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so lovely. You know how non-horse people say, well, you just sit there. Honestly, with Bandit, kind of. It's the closest thing you can get to just sitting there. The more you just like sit and relax, the happier he is. If you try to like actually ride him, he gets pissed off. He's got such an interesting personality. He's very dramatic. And look at that. I think that's the most successful reverse attempt I've ever had.
Soften your pose, soften the back, slow.
So yeah, the first little bit when we were trotting around, I was definitely giving him way too much leg. I wasn't even giving him a lot of leg, just a normal amount of leg, but too much leg for Bandit, that's for sure. And his trot was just a little fast.
This pole? Yeah, he feels more relaxed.
Now I kind of understand how much leg you need to ride Bandit, and you can see that we have a much more relaxed, rhythmical, calm trot.
Oh my goodness, he's like a cloud.
Trot, and then keep doing a post trot over your knee.
Okay, so starting from A here, we're going to do sitting trot. We will post over the pole and then back to sitting trot all the way to C by the mirrors over there. And oh my goodness, Bandit's sitting trot, just absolutely lovely. I could sit on him all day long and just sit his trot and I would not be fazed at all. He is that comfortable. Also, Bandit is so easy to steer and push into the corners. It is such a nice change. Okay, so now we're just going to cross the diagonal, going over these poles here, and we will change direction.
Let's work down over your line of poles now, this tinsel line. We'll do 2-point sit trot.
Okay, so if you saw my last video with Maple, we were working on sit trot, 2-point sit trot, and I noticed that I have a little bit of a hard time sitting back and deep enough in the sit trot after the 2-point, especially because Maple is bumpy.
And then he likes to cut the corner this way, so try to steer out.
Okay.
So I've noticed going this way a little bit, Bandit was picking up speed as we were approaching the poles, and especially in the middle of the pole here, which is when I needed to do my sit trot. So I was really trying to bring him back to a controlled trot, especially going in.
Steer, steer, steer. Yeah, that's better. With left leg, so he keeps trotting.
Okay.
Over this pole here, I feel like I did manage to get him to a nice collected trot, and then as we're approaching here, you can see him pick him up speed, and then especially after this one, so I want to try and go in even slower.
Wide. Yes, much better. Much better. Every corner is good.
Whoa. Easy. Easy. Easy.
It's starting to get a little bit better, but there's still some moments where he picks up the trot just a little too much. Want to make it even more collected.
Easy, good boy. Easy.
I think that time was the best. It was just absolutely lovely. He kept a nice controlled pace of the trot. And also look how deep we're going into the corners. Ugh, Bandit is perfect.
Easy. He's like, it was too high. Easy, whoa.
Good corner. Let Bandit take a walk for you.
Whoa. Good boy. Oh, I could sit on him all day. He is a cloud.
So first impressions with Bandit at the Trot, so incredibly comfortable and literally a cloud.
And look at your gorgeous mane.
Also, doesn't Bandit have the most gorgeous hair that you've ever seen on a horse and person? Because I think so.
Hi. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I forgot cookies. I think it's okay. Are you telling me that your girth is tight enough? Maybe one more.
So I'm just checking the girth before we canter, and I'm so excited to see how smooth his canter is. So from what I've seen with other riders, Bandit is quite dramatic when you're asking him to canter. He throws a little bit of a hissy fit, but he's fine. That's just his personality.
Figure long. That's a nice soft long ring.
Okay. Come on! Softer leg? Do you want us to circle down there? The definition of sitting there.
Yeah.
Literally, the less you do, the better he is. Yeah. That was lovely. Oh my goodness. Good boy. I'm sorry, I don't have any on me. You can have tons of cookies when we go back in the barn, I promise.
So that was literally amazing. He is so incredibly smooth, and honestly, the closest you can get to just sitting there. The less you do, the happier he is. He needs a really long, loose rein, not super tight leg, and he's super happy, and he'll just canter along. He's so funny.
Good boy.
Your leg's coming too far back.
Okay. Whoa. Whew. Yeah, honestly, less is more with this guy.
He's like, I know what to do, leave me alone.
Yeah, I can feel him like getting pissed if I like put my leg on. He's like, ah, excuse me?
Yeah.
I know my job.
Yeah.
And you do. Good boy.
So going to the right was absolutely lovely as well. He does have a little bit of a hard time picking up the right lead, but it only took us a couple tries and then we were all good to go. But now we are going to work on something brand new to us that we've never tried before, and I'm so excited.
We're going to, hi Bandit, good boy.
He's so cute.
We're going to canter to the right,
Okay.
canter across the diagonal, right where these red poles were, where I'm clearing space.
Canter across the diagonal. Okay.
And then in the middle of the arena, you want to come back to trot.
Okay.
So right about where Roll and Bandit are, start your trot, and by the time you get here, you should be cantering again on the new lead.
Ooh.
So you want to trot, canter, trot, canter, all in the center here. Ideally, your simple lead change is 3 to 5 trot steps maximum, so very, very quick. There's really no time for you to be posting in there, so you stay in your sitting trot.
Okay.
The transition is so, so quick, there's no time to post. Stay in your sitting trot. But the trickiest part, and I'm giving you the easy direction first, the trickiest part is making sure your horse picks up the correct
right lead.
It doesn't just pick up the same lead again. They don't just come back to trot and then pick up the same lead they had before. So you have to make sure you're cantering in here. So you're cantering with a right turn in, trot, straighten out their body, then bend their nose left so they know that they're going to the left. If you keep them trotting long enough, let them trot from here, then they're going to get there and they're just going to know that they're picking up the left lead. But we ideally don't want that. We want that to happen in the middle of the arena.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm giving you the easy direction first. They both, well, I don't know if it's all, but most horses like to be on the left lead. So you'll be coming off of their bad lead onto their stronger lead.
Okay.
But yeah, give that a try.
Okay, I'm excited.
Bandit's like, oh no, I don't think so. Good boy, Bandit.
Full lap of canter, ideally. Oh, trot. No. Yes. Yes, he did. Oh. Oh. Ooh, that was fun. Yeah.
So that was really fun. Bandit knew exactly what his job was and what he needed to do. But honestly, you guys saw what I was seeing. It is so hard to tell if he's on the correct lead, especially with his mane. Like, how can you guys see that? Like, I have such a hard time.
We're gonna try it one more time.
Are we going the same way? Okay.
Oh, you had it. Wait for the corners to
Whoa. Wrong?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoop. Wrong. Oh, okay. His mane. Yeah.
He was already cantering and then you kissed your canter.
He's like, I know.
He knew what he was doing.
He's so good.
Good. Alright guys, let's pull up.
So that was my first time ever doing a simple lead change, and Bandit knew his job very well. He was way ahead of me. I didn't even need to really do anything. But that was my first time ever riding Bandit, and he's such a good ride. He's such a good boy. He knows his job so well, and he's probably one of the most sensitive horses that I've ever ridden. It was definitely a little bit of a learning curve learning how to ride him, but then once you get the hang of it, absolutely lovely.
Whew. You're actually not that tall, buddy. Whoa. Careful. Oh! Why? No.
Bandit probably has one of the most interesting personalities and biggest personalities I've ever seen on a horse. He's really sassy, he's really dramatic, and honestly, overall, he's just a pretty weird dude. But I love him so much, and I would love to ride him more. Before we head outside and back into the barn, I'm just going to put a blanket on Bandit to keep him warm.
Come on. Hi, cutie pie. Okay, good boy.
And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but Bandit has one blue eye and one brown eye, which I think is just so adorable.
Stop it. Gimme.
Now that we're back inside, I'm just going to untack Bandit and put away his tack, and then once we're done, I'm gonna put Bandit in the cross ties to brush him down, just because he is a little dramatic sometimes, and it's just easier for me if he's standing still in the cross ties. And after that, I don't need to put on his blanket or anything because Bandit is going to be staying inside tonight.
Bandit. You can have this. Good boy.
I honestly really enjoyed my ride on Bandit, and hands down the smoothest horse that I've ever ridden. Definitely the smoothest horse in the barn, and it was such a nice change from the bumpy horses that I've been riding lately, horses and pony. Even though Bandit was so smooth and so lovely, and I would like to ride him more, I wouldn't want to ride him every single time because I feel like if you just got used to his trot and his canter and then you rode someone else, it would be such a shock and it would be so difficult. So not the best for my riding journey, but I would definitely love to ride him more often, that's for sure.
You're such a rascal. Don't nip me.
So now I'm just making sure to really brush away all those saddle marks and the sweat marks. So Bandit is currently not that fit. He was actually lame for like 2 years. So when I first started riding here, Bandit wasn't in the lesson program at all. He was just recovering from his lameness, and he was just chilling in a field, living his best life. But now I think Bandit's been back in work now for a couple of months. So he's working on his fitness. So he's a little pudgy, a little sweaty, but he's doing such a good job. So that is it for my video today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that we get to have Bandit back on my channel sometime soon because he was such a good ride, and look at him, he's gorgeous. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I love his face.